Hello and welcome to English for You. I am Seb.
And I'm Laura.
So we're talking about another thing today,
Right.
quite similar to what we were talking about in day one,
That's right.
where we were talking about parent-teacher meetings. Right.
Because after you graduate, you'll be going to work.
Right. And spoiler alert, the parent-teacher meetings don't stop. You get a new version of that, and that is
Right.
called a performance review.
Okay, what are they really?
So a performance review is kind of where you sit down with your boss or your manager, maybe once every year, maybe once every 6 months, maybe once every 4 months, and you talk about how you're doing in the company. So what
they
are
will
your
evaluate how well or
Yes.
how badly you did.
Right, so what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses?
Right.
And that way you get a bit of a warning. If you're doing badly, they can be like, okay, we're not happy and you need to improve.
That's right.
So I think it's important because it means like they can't just fire you, you know?
No.
They can't just fire you.
Okay, so that's actually good because you guys can sort of like get an idea of what that is.
Right.
And, you know, because we're going to teach that a little bit. So you guys probably will, you know, have to think about what will you do in the future if you get this kind of performance review.
Because you will.
Okay.
Scary. So let's get started with
Okay.
this scary-ish article.
Reading.
In the workplace, a report from the manager. Employee performance review. Employee, Kevin McDougall. Position, finance assistant. Manager, Rosemary St. Clair. Date, September 26, 2019. Performance. Kevin is a valued employee. He has improved greatly since he started this job last year. He achieves optimal job performance on most occasions. He completes his assignments in a timely manner. Also, the quality of his work is excellent, and he rarely makes mistakes. Kevin often finds creative solutions to difficult challenges. He gets along well with his coworkers, and he is well liked by others. Needs improvement. Kevin sometimes does not communicate effectively. On occasion, he does not ask questions when he receives confusing orders. He doesn't inform others when he doesn't understand something because he is too shy to speak up. Sometimes he is absent on sick leave without medical authorization. Also, there have been 2 occasions when he delegated work that he should have done himself. Although Kevin performs well at work, I believe he will improve if he pays better attention to these points.
So our article today is less of an article, it's more of an actual performance review sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because normally they write them down as well, so you can look back on it afterwards and see like, oh, okay, I was doing well here, I was doing badly here.
Right.
So the title of our sheet is called Employee Performance Review. Okay.
Good.
So what is a performance review?
Right, okay. Employee 就是员工嘛，so performance review 就是这个绩效考核啦，或是员工考绩。那通常大致上，它就是会开始讲这个员工表现的如何，或是有需要改进的地方。
Right. So first we've got some information about the person who's being reviewed. The person is, oh, look at this. Our employee is called Kevin McDougall.
Ooh, what a coincidence.
So it seems Kevin has grown up. Our little
Maybe,
Kevin
or
has grown up.
10 years later.
Yeah. And his position is finance assistant. Now, position is kind of another fancy way of saying job.
Oh,
And
okay.
finance assistant is what kind of job?
OK， 所以 Kevin 同样，我们可能他长大了哦，所以他现在这个老板正在考核他，然后我们看到他的 position，他在这个公司的职位是 finance assistant，就是他的职称是财务助理。OK，that I can't. Well, he did really well, like at math, so that's probably
Right,
why
okay, yeah.
it
So
has to do with
I think he
numbers,
has
right?
grown up. He must have grown up.
That's
Yeah.
probably him.
So next we've got some information about the person who is reviewing him. So it says manager, that means his boss.
Right,
And her
right.
name, I think this is such a fancy name, Rosemary St. Clair.
She sounds like she's great with cosmetics or something like that.
She sounds like she's 50.
Okay, probably.
And we have the date as well, September 26th, 2019.
OK， 所以当然我们就会看到他的老板啊是叫什么名字啊，就是 Rosemary St. Clair，还有日期 OK 是9月26 2019年。
And now the performance review starts. So we have performance, Kevin is a valued employee. He's worked greatly. He has improved greatly since he started this job last year. Well, I'm not improving, clearly. So greatly there, by the way, is another fancier way of saying a lot. So Kevin has got a lot better, is what she's saying.
太棒了！一开始其实看起来都是好的，不过通常一开始都很好啦。就是 Kevin 是一个很受器重的员工啊，他是自从这个去年开始这份工作，然后呢，哇，进步超多的。Valued OK 其实是动词转过去分词后的形容词哦，所以当做形容词来用就是受器重的，还是表现很好哦。
Yes, she says he achieves optimal job performance. On most occasions.
Again,
that is
on most occasions,
yeah,
but not
on most
every
occasions,
occasion.
Rosemary.
OK, optimal. OK, 所以大部分的时候他都会达到 optimal job performance. 就是他的工作呢绩效是卓越，很棒哦。
Right.
It's
so
that word. Optimal.
It is. That's going to be our key word for the beginning of this article. Optimal job performance. Now, this phrase, we know what performance means by now. Yeah, we know that performance is how well we are doing at something or how well we do a job. So we know that job performance must be how well we're doing our job. But what does optimal mean? Well, optimal is the best something can possibly be. So it's a kind of business English word. You'll see this one a lot in some commercials as well. So we can talk about a lot of things being optimal. We can talk about optimal temperature, that is the best temperature for something. So you might see this when you're buying fish for a fish tank or growing plants. They might say so 20 degrees is the optimal temperature for this plant.
I see.
Or we could talk about optimal sleep. Now, your doctor might talk about optimal sleep, the best amount of sleep that a person can have, or the best type of sleep a person can have. Now, our example sentence for optimal job performance is, Bertram is a hard worker, and he always tries to deliver optimal job performance for his boss. Octopus job performance.
I like your names for your example sentences.
Yes.
Bertram. Okay.
Bertram.
Optimal, 或者你也可以用 optimum, OK， 意思就是最优的、最棒的、最佳的 ，OK。刚刚还有提到说，像是如果要养鱼那个鱼缸，那你也可以用到植物，像是 under optimal conditions, these plants grow quite well.
Not under octopus conditions.
No. OK， 那 performance 在这里呢，就是表示工作的表现啦，或是水平。那我们一直在讲好的表现，如果不好的话，你可能会这样子。She was fired for poor job performance. Basically, she was fired for doing her job badly, okay? And of course, sometimes you might get this, okay? If you go to work, you have an annual performance assessment or evaluation, 就是评估你的年度的一个表现哦。OK， 那 job performance 其实常常在商用英文 business English, OK， 常常会看到就是工作绩效。
So we know about his optimal job performance, but what else is he doing? Well, Rosemary says he completes his assignments in a timely manner.
Oh, we actually mentioned on time, okay?
We did.
Timely sort of like that. 所以他总是按时完成他的作业. So timely, okay. We're going to talk about that in a bit.
In a timely manner, right? So this phrase is very similar, as Laura said, to on time, which we studied yesterday. In a timely manner means that something is not late, and if an employee is asked to do a job, he can be relied on to do it on time. So it's a very good thing to see this in Kevin's report. It means he can be trusted. Now, another good word we can use, which is a little bit like in a timely manner, is punctual. Now, punctual means on time, and I'm never punctual when I meet my friends. I'm always late. So you could actually say I'm impunctual. Now, our example sentence for in a timely manner is, this is an important assignment, so please get it done in a timely manner.
I love it that you're always late because I'm always late as well. So that's like perfect.
We're like synced.
I know. Okay, so in a timely manner 就是按时的、适时的 OK， 因为形容词 timely 本身就有 及时的意思，跟我们昨天有学到的 on time 差不多。那我们可以用在什么情况？像是 a timely reminder， 就是及时的提醒。Or the change in the exchange rate provided a timely boost to the company's falling profits. That's a very business sentence. 就是汇率的变动 ，OK， 及时缓解了公司利润下滑的局面。OK， or sometimes you can make a timely decision. That's very important.
Yes, it is.
Okay, or she always responds to my requests in a timely fashion or a timely manner.
Right.
Okay, so we mentioned this kind of phrase in a blah 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 or in the blah 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 manner. 就是以什么形式或是方式。Okay.
So next,
He's pretty on time.
Yeah.
He's punctual.
So Rosemary is pleased with that, and it seems she's pleased with some other things as well. She says, also, the quality of his work is excellent, and he rarely makes mistakes.
Wow, it seems like Kevin is doing great so far.
Yeah.
他说，而且他的工作品质很棒优良哦，他几乎很少犯错哎。
Yeah. Kevin often finds creative solutions to difficult challenges. Well,
It's
Kevin.
that same Kevin. I'm pretty sure it's the
Yeah,
same
it
Kevin.
is, it
Okay,
is.
he's
He's grown up.
original, right? Okay, 所以他通常会找到有创意啊、新颖的解决方法来面对挑战。Actually, I want to hire him. Can he
Yeah.
actually do work for us?
Well, yeah, I would want to hire someone
I
who can
know.
come up with creative solutions.
know.
Creative solutions, by the way, that's a noun, and a creative solution is an original way of solving a problem or doing something. We can come up with a creative solution, or we
right.
can think of a creative
Yeah.
solution. So an example sentence for creative solution would be, in an emergency, people often come up with creative solutions to their problems.
Oh, okay.
Do they?
I don't know. Sometimes they could be pretty bad solutions.
Sometimes it's a bit stressful,
Yeah,
you know?
I
You don't have time
know.
to be like, oh, what's the most creative way of fixing this?
Oh, OK, creative solution 就是有创意的、新颖的解决办法。那大家有没有发现这个 creative 跟original 是不是这两个字？没错，它都有创新的这样的意思。所以，比方像是我们常会说创意思考，就是 creative thinking。OK，像是or you could talk about a person being creative than other students. Like I think Kevin in this case is very original, creative. Or like what you were saying, you can come up with creative ways, for example, to make money, things like that. OK, 那 solution 呢，相较于 way，OK， 我们其实都可以讲它是方式吧。不过 solution 更加有强调解决问题的功能性哦。所以在这里，因为我们是非常正式的商用的一个就是考绩啊，所以其实都会用比较 writing 比较书写的一个正式的字。We use formal words in this case because it's in writing.
Yes, we're using a lot of formal words.
Yes, it's not a conversation.
Yes, and it seems like we've got even more good stuff to say about Kevin. Rosemary continues, he gets along well with his co-workers and he is well liked by others. That's good.
I'm jealous.
So he gets along with his co-workers, he has a good relationship with his co-workers. So I could say I get along well with Laura.
Of course.
Sometimes. Most of the time.
Okay, shut up. Not when you're being sarcastic and mean.
Okay, not when I'm being sarcastic, true. But he gets along well with his co-workers. We could also say colleagues there. That's another good word. Colleagues are people you work with, your 同事.
Yes, I am very impressed with Kevin because usually if you are like kind of like a nerd or you do well, you're not really that popular, right? But he's doing well. 所以他不但工作表现好，他跟同事相处得也很好，大家都很喜欢他耶。那这里我们有看到字首扣，我们常常可以搭配名词、动词跟形容词表示共同的什么，所以 co-worker 当然就是同事啦，你也用 colleague，OK？那或者是我们看到还有什么 co 的字，像是 coexist 共存，OK，or cooperate，OK， cooperate，OK， 就是合作。那刚刚我们又看到一个复合形容词 well liked，就是大家都很喜欢他，就是广受喜爱的。OK，so everybody likes Kevin. That's what
everybody likes Kevin, and Kevin is great. Oh no, wait. We're on our next section. Needs improvement. Okay, now this is the very nice way of saying the stuff Kevin is bad at. This is the section of the performance review where we go over his weaknesses and the things he could be better at. And so the first thing that she writes is, Kevin sometimes does not communicate effectively.
OK， 所以 接下来我们要看到了，因为目前好像都不错，但是我们就看到当当需要改进的地方，然后它就会列了。像是 Kevin 有时候不会 communicate effectively， 就是有效沟通，看来就是他个性有问题。
Communicate effectively. That is a good thing to be able to do in life. Now, this phrase basically means to communicate in a way that is clear and easy for people to understand. So if I communicate effectively with Laura at work, it means that I can get my opinions across quickly and politely. I don't waste her time with long meetings or long emails, and I'm easy to understand. So communicating effectively is a big part of being efficient. Now, this adjective describes someone or something that doesn't waste time, doesn't waste money, and doesn't waste effort doing something. An efficient person is quick at doing things and does them well. Our example sentence for communicate effectively is, to communicate effectively, you need to listen more than you talk.
我觉得 Sebastian 讲得非常好，他补充说，其实基本上 to be able to communicate effectively is very important at workplaces， 就是有效沟通，因为老板就会觉得你非常的 efficient， 很有效率。OK， 不过呢，其实大家还记不记得第一天我们有提到 speak up？OK， 他在这里跟 communicate 都有一种引申为就是不害怕啊，然后就是会怎么样流畅的表达自己的一些想法，让别人可以理解。所以要记得，跟别人沟通其实要学习有效沟通。I think good teachers communicate effectively, or they should at least.
They should, yes, because you're teaching. So you need to be able to explain things easily.
Okay, but if you're not communicating effectively, you might have trouble communicating. Now be careful if you are a couple and if you have trouble communicating, that you guys could fall apart. Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of that relationship.
Right. Okay. Effectively 就是有强调双方沟通都会顺畅，彼此了解。So sometimes you might get this from your teachers or even your boss in the future. Try to communicate your ideas more effectively. That just means you're not communicating well.
So actually, Rosemary goes into more detail about why Kevin is not communicating effectively. She says, on occasion, he does not ask questions when he receives confusing orders. Now,
I get that. I mean, I get why that is. A lot of people are like that, in fact. 他说，当他接受到就是令他很困惑的一些指令或是命令的时候，怎么样 ？Kevin 有时候不会问问题，他就整个觉得说，怎么办？我不懂，可是他不懂求救。
Right, because communicating effectively is not just about giving instructions.
Right.
It's also about talking back to someone when they don't speak to you clearly. So if your boss gives you a confusing job, then you should ask them questions about it. Say, I'm not sure, I don't really understand. If you just go back to your desk and you sit down and are like, huh? Then you're not really going to be very efficient, are you?
And you can't really do anything really to solve a problem.
Right. But we do have another word here that we can study, on occasion. Well, it's actually two words, it's a phrase. This is very similar to sometimes in yesterday's article. There's a more formal, more business Englishy way of saying it. A very Rosemary St. Clair way of saying sometimes. Rosemary is saying that Kevin doesn't ask questions from time to time, or he sometimes doesn't ask questions. A couple of other examples of this could include, I usually cook at home, but I will go to a restaurant on occasion. Or, I am normally very good at getting to work on time, though on occasion I'm a little late.
Okay, that's okay.
A little true.
Okay, on occasion 就是偶尔怎么样，有时候怎么样。Okay, 那 occasion 其实有时刻。Okay, 在这边就是有时刻的意思。那记不记得第一天我们有学到 sometimes？其实他们两个是很类似的说法，但是 on occasion 比较正式，而且我们现在是书面啦，所以要用书面的用语。OK， 那我们看一下，I have on occasion tried to help Sebastian with his work because I'm a very good coworker. Or you could talk about on occasion or occasionally, right? Basically, we'll drive out to the beach and watch the sunset.
Oh, that's a good thing to do on occasion.
Right, to relax and, enjoy life.
So, not only does Kevin do this, he also doesn't inform others when he doesn't understand something because he is too shy. Okay, I see a connection here. Yeah, shy to speak up. Now, inform that is to let someone know something. It's a formal way of saying it.
OK， 所以其实这很像小时候的 Kevin 哦。他说，当他不了解某件事情的时候，他不会告诉对方，因为他太害羞表达自己的想法。The same Kevin.
Yes, definitely Kevin's grown up. Definitely Kevin's grown up. Sometimes, remember that word? He is absent on sick leave without medical authorization.
That is so Kevin.
That is so Kevin.
OK， 有时候有没有发现，根本他就是长大版的嘛？他说他没有来上班，请病假的时候有没有附上 medical authorization， 就是我们之前有学到的。OK， 你要 bring a doctor's note， 就是医生证明，但是这个是非常正式的用法。
Yes, it is very, very kind of formal. Yes, authorization is permission to do something. So medical authorization is basically formal English for a doctor's note. So an example of that would be, you will need medical authorization if you want to take your dog on the airplane with you.
Oh,
that is true.
Okay. Authorization 有点难，对不对？它其实是一个正式的用语，就是委托书啦，或是授权证明。那 leave 注意哦，在本课是名词，就是有假期休假，像是 sick leave 就是病假哦，或者是如果有人生产要请产假，就是 maternity leave。OK， 要注意哦。
Also, there have been 2 occasions when he delegated work that he should have done himself.
Definitely the same Kevin.
Oh,
okay.
Kevin.
You're asking other people to do your stuff.
Yeah.
OK， 所以另外也有时候这个 Kevin 应该自己完成工作，结果他却找人代劳哦。
He's delegating work. Now, when we delegate work, we give that work to someone else. Now, often in staff meetings, bosses will delegate work to their employees so they can work on these projects throughout the day. Now, watch out when you're using delegate. Don't mistake delegate the verb with another word, delegate. Now, that's a noun, but it's spelled exactly the same way. Yes. Now, delegate is got nothing to do with giving people work. It is the person who is chosen to speak or make decisions on behalf of a group. So yeah, remember, I don't know if you will have studied the Moai article we did in March, but we talked about delegates then being sent to the UK. Now, our example sentence for delegate is, you don't need to do everyone's job. Why don't you delegate some of the work to your staff?
I can't because they are slackers. I'm just kidding. Okay, delegate. Okay, 就是将工作或是职责交办给其他人。OK， 所以呢，大家有没有记得，就是 Kevin 小时候的版本，就是他会 ask somebody else to do something for him。这个 ask 就要求别人做某件事情。不过呢，其实 delegate 其实是正式的把某项工作或是任务职责。有点像授权或是委托给某人，所以有时候如果你是主管，或许你是可以分工给别人，这样是 OK 的。Okay, so maybe you could use this in an example sentence, like a manager should delegate authority to the best employees.
Right.
Okay, now we also saw the phrase should have, 然后再加一个 PP， 就是过去分词，就是有种过去应该怎么样，可是实际上没有的语气。所以呢 ，he should have done himself， 在这里就是表示 Kevin 应该要自己完成工作，可是他找别人做。
Now, Rosemary's going to give her conclusion. It seems she says, although Kevin performs well at work, I believe he will improve if he pays better attention to these points. So
like
she's
that
basically
teacher.
saying, Kevin, listen to what I'm saying.
Yes， 所以虽然 Kevin 在工作上表现不错，最后这个 Rosemary St. Clair 就说，我相信他如果注意以上的事项，就可以进步喽，更加的更棒。Improve.
And I believe that we will improve as teachers if we move on to today's For You Chat
Let's
question.
do that. For You Chat. We have a really good For You Chat question. I really want to know what you think. So do you think this kind of performance review is useful? Will it help Kevin? Explain what you think and why.
I think it is useful. I think it's very
Right.
useful to have a performance review.
Because you know how else you could improve on.
Yes, it's giving you a chance to do better.
Right.
And if you're doing well, it's like a great thumbs up. Well done, you're doing your job well.
Yeah, it's kind of like great encouragement.
So I think it's good. I think it's very good that Kevin's getting this feedback, this response. But I think that maybe Rosemary could be a little bit friendlier. She sounds a little bit negative.
I see.
She's saying that he's doing a good job, but she's coming across as a
She
little
sounds like
bit
Miss
kind
Freeman.
of. She sounds like Miss Freeman. Oh, memories.
It's like,
basically,
in the morning you're doing well, and then in the afternoon
Exactly.
or in the evening she like changes her mind. Yeah, that's true, because you could kind of be confused, like I'm doing really well, but then I have a huge negative thing from you. That's true. I think though, on the other hand, this is Kevin we're talking about. I think maybe for some other people, like if they kind of like they're slackers, so they dodge responsibility, even if they know what's going on, they might not really do anything about it.
You need to be straightforward, and you need to be clear, and you need to speak up. But I think the best thing you can do, and what a lot of managers should do, is end with something positive.
That's
be like,
true.
by the way, you're also a great employee, so keep it up. That makes people feel more motivated, I think.
That's true.
Anyway, you guys probably have your own opinions. Yes, so why don't you guys talk about Kevin's performance review? Do you have any strong opinions about Kevin? Do you have any thoughts about Rosemary St. Clair? But for us, I think it's time for us to leave.
I know, let's have that afternoon tea.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. I'm so hungry.
In the workplace, a report from the manager. Employee performance review. Employee, Kevin McDougall. Position, finance assistant. Manager, Rosemary St. Clair. Date, September 26, 2019. Performance. Kevin is a valued employee. He has improved greatly since he started this job last year. He achieves optimal job performance on most occasions. He completes his assignments in a timely manner. Also, the quality of his work is excellent, and he rarely makes mistakes. Kevin often finds creative solutions to difficult challenges. He gets along well with his coworkers, and he is well liked by others. Needs improvement. Kevin sometimes does not communicate effectively. On occasion, he does not ask questions when he receives confusing orders. He doesn't inform others when he doesn't understand something because he is too shy to speak up. Sometimes he is absent on sick leave without medical authorization. Also, there have been 2 occasions when he delegated work that he should have done himself. Although Kevin performs well at work, I believe he will improve if he pays better attention to these points.
Vocabulary Review.
Optimal job performance. Your employees will give you optimal job performance when they are trained well and happy at work. In a timely manner. Sam was not well liked by his boss because he never finished his reports in a timely manner. Creative solution. Jimmy found a creative solution that keeps costs down while keeping the product's quality high. Communicate effectively. If you don't think you're getting support at work, it's important to communicate your needs effectively to the boss. On occasion. We normally have a staff meeting every month, but on occasion we will meet twice a month. Medical authorization. The company policy states that any employee taking more than 3 days of sick leave must provide medical authorization. Delegate. Mr. Johnson didn't have time to check the goods to be delivered, so he delegated that task to William.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000、02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net。